Our fighter feature this week is on double weight division champion in the EFC, Dricus du Plessis. Dricus, welcome.
Thank you. Awesome to be here.
For those that don't know, I think just give us a bit of background on yourself.
You know, I had quite a comfortable upbringing. Never had to fight for you know, a lot of fighters come from a background where they had to fight to some people to make a living, some people just to get food. That was never the case for me. I grew up with the youngest of 3 brothers. We all played physical sports. We all played rugby. Did a lot of sports and. Did judo from the age of 5, then went over to wrestling, boxing, then kickboxing, and eventually went into MMA.
And I think just there was a post that you put out some time ago of you at the EFC as a youngster watching the guys. Give us a bit of how that reminiscing worked for you as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I went to watch with a friend. My first event, I was already doing kickboxing then. My first event was EFC 10, and yeah, after that it was at the Coca-Cola Dome, and after that, I just knew that I want to fight in the UFC one day, and this is what I want to do. It looks awesome. The show was great. You know, all the big lights, everything. And you know, 3 years later, I made my debut. And from then on, I was just in love with MMA. Even before that, I was just in love with the sport, and I just wanted to do anything that I possibly could to be the best at it.
And I think for those that didn't see it, give us a bit of a talk on winning that first belt.
Yeah, the first bout was a very big fight for me. Ever since I lost, the only bout I've ever lost was fighting for the middleweight bout against Gareth McLellan, and then 2 years later fighting for the welterweight strap. And that was a very big moment for me. I've never been as prepared as I was for that fight, and I knew I was going to win that bout. But it was also a CIT FFM rival. He was a guy I don't really like very much, Martin van Staden. So we had a big rivalry going into that fight, and there was a lot of bragging rights on the table. And of course, both of us has had title shots, and we both lost our first shot. So this was basically a big fight to see who's made for the big lights and who isn't. And yeah, that was probably the coolest moment of my career. You know, it's hard to decide which one of the wins of my title was the coolest, my last one or the first one.
And for those that didn't see the Yannick Bahati, there was obviously a lot of build-up for that, a lot of trash talking from his side in particular. Tell us what that meant to you, to not just win, but to make it look as easy as you did. Yeah,
I mean, it was a huge fight, a huge build-up, possibly the biggest fight in the history of the UFC, and it was an amazing experience. Just the whole build-up to the fight, the hype, everything. I just live for that. I love it. I love the lights. I love the interviews. I love the actual hype. I love everything that goes with a big fight like that. And at the end of the day, it was just about getting in there and doing what I said I would do, and making my country, my team, and everybody that believes in me proud. And that was a great feeling.
And then just a couple of quick fire questions, just to get to know a bit more about Dricus du Plessis, the man. Favorite restaurant?
Iron Throne Breweries and Trademarks.
Favorite meal?
Pizza. No, I changed that to mash and wors.
Sorry, mash and wors.
That's it.
Favorite beer?
Still Knox beer.
Favorite car?
Favorite car, BMW, all the way.
And favorite song?
Favorite song, my walkout song, Airborne, Live It Up.
Let's go!
Dricus, thanks for joining.